The bird hit my grandmother's bedroom window when she was about 12 years old. She heard the sickening thud and ran outside and knelt next to the stunned little creature. Her father told her that the bird saw its reflection in the glass and thought it was another bird and set out to defend its territory. My grandmother did not heed her father's advice to let nature take its course and cradled the bird in her cupped hands. She whispered a wish into the sky, and a few moments later the bird took off as if nothing had ever happened at all. The next night a beautiful ring appeared on my grandmother's windowsill. She placed the ring on her left hand and vowed never to take it off. My grandmother believed in her heart of hearts that the ring was given to her by the bird who hit the window, and nothing anyone could say to the contrary would ever persuade her otherwise. I was 8 when my grandmother died. I remember my grandmother's hands the week before she died, clutching the floral sheets of her bed, her ring suddenly looking massive against her skinny fingers. She never broke her promise to the bird, and was still wearing the ring when she was buried, leaving behind a nice bedtime story to charm and fascinate generations of her descendants to come. My favorite Halloween memory took place years after my grandmother's death when I was in my 20s. The bird hit my bedroom window on a Halloween night. I heard the sickening thud and ran outside and knelt to the stunned little creature, and while it had never happened before for me, I had prepared for it my whole life. I cradled the bird in my cupped hands and looked into its eyes, and as my grandmother did almost 80 years before, I whispered a wish into the sky, and the bird took off as if nothing had happened. There was no ring on my windowsill the next night, but some weeks later there was a green crayon. There's no great story of cherishing this crayon, but I can tell you that over the years since, even when I married and moved to different places, these gifts continued to arrive, usually coinciding with times of great joy, sadness, or stress. And while I've never seen the bird again, I tell my own children now that these items are from a bird I rescued when I was their age, as my grandmother had before me. It's a great story. My husband gently reminds me from time to time that birds are intelligent, trainable, they make tools, recognize individual people, and learn from one another. Random items appearing sporadically over the years may be just that, random. He does not believe that a bird leaves objects, keys, lost earrings, bones, rocks, for humans that they've grown attached to, even if he does enjoy the bedtime story. As time passes at night, I lay awake and wonder if birds are death omens or carriers of the souls of the dead. I think about how quietly and quickly time and people pass, and about the things and the people we leave behind. I think about my grandmother's story, too, and about what her father had told her about her window bird, thinking its reflection was a rival bird to fight and being surprised by the glass walls between them. I've come to understand that some birds see right through the window and will do and risk anything to make the connection with what's on the other side. I know who my messenger is, and there's nothing that anyone can say to the contrary that will ever make me feel otherwise.